Today is April 12th. The Yankees have won another series again, doing it the hard way, losing the first, winning the next two, pushing a run across against Clase to take the series. Boone's mad. We're talking Yanks. Well, John Boy, and Jake. 893 episodes. First time I ever did the intro into song. It's kind of cool. First time? I think so.
A lot of
John Boy and Jake. John Boy and Jake, take me out to the ball game. Yankees will win the series. Boone gets mad, Clase gets sad, and Jake is interesting in conspiracies. Welcome to Talkin Yanks, brought to you by SeatGeek. Jake, how you doing?
Mics were hot for Lavello's ejection.
I know, you could hear a lot of it.
I'm good, James. Kind of unreal. Sometimes I throw out spoiled Yankee fans. The fact that we now have 4 straight recording days after winning series to start the season. I mean, bless our hearts. Pretty cool coming off of, Easter. Very big episode for us. Very heavy on religion. Probably more than you expected.
Let's go lighter on the religion this
Let's
episode.
go a little lighter today. Just a little. Like from a 10 to a 9.5. But I'm doing well.
Now you got it on my mind.
The Yankees
I can't promise.
have,
Old Testament themed.
different ways the final game of each series. It's been a rubber match each time, and they've won it in different ways. So, hey, man, road trip, won both series on the road. A little fortitude on the road trip. I mean, things are pretty good, especially when,
Jake,
we were piecemealing and Newt Boot goofing for a lot of this
like
series.
what you just said. I didn't put it together about the rubber matches.
Every game.
4 for 4 in rubber matches.
And 6 for 6 because they dropped the first game of 2 series, both road series. 6 for 6 in games that could potentially decide the series. So, hey, man, sometimes it doesn't feel like the plan. But
you know what that is?
Doing it.
Gumption.
I was gonna say the G word, but
It's not for us.
It wasn't for me. Yeah.
Okay.
How are you doing
it's for
over
me,
there?
I guess. I'm great. I'm glad that
McClanahan.
my nose is very red.
You look like a tissue commercial character.
Right, like one of those bears that is like ooh, achoo, ooh, achoo, and sneezing all the time.
I think they're butt tissue.
Anyway, thank God for Stanton's blazing speed. Induced that error. Not only do they throw it away, they throw it into the camera pit. And we have rope-a-dope, sneakiest, speediest guy on the team on the bench. Gleyber stands at second.
Oh, Gleyber won't start today. He's resting his hip.
As Waldo is too young and dumb to realize Clase's good. Yeah. And he's just like, throw me that one good pitch you got.
You're going to throw that?
I hit a home run here last year in the playoffs, and I remember it fondly. I'll try to do it again. So the Yanks win. And then it got scary in the bottom of the ninth. But this is game 3.
Yeah, but, I mean, Clay kind of owed us one of those, right? Like, I'm not excited about it. But
I like that Clay, in that last at-bat,
little slider action.
He got strike 1, strike 2, and strike 3 on the slider. The other pitch wasn't really working because it was like, yeah, man. Have you ever been to Yemen? Throw different pitches. Throw whatever's working. Yes, that's what I look like. Yeah.
Puffs commercials. The Bears are toilet paper.
Yeah. Any housekeeping? DJ's hurt.
So Gleyber was hurt, and they said a hip thing, and they said he was eligible to pinch hit, which in previous years, you haven't known what that's meant. Sometimes those have been a facade. This one, he ends up pinch running for Big G in the 9th inning, so they wouldn't do that if his hip flexor was really barking. So that's a good sign.
And he scored like he had to move, too.
Right. DJ is an interesting one because he was, got hurt that basically ended his season last year. It should have ended it a few at-bats before he did because he was trying to play through it and be a gamer, but it really affected his performance. And, so he sits 2 out of 3 games this series, including the last one. and I think they're calling it a quad. So I guess if you're looking for good news, it's not like the same injury, and it's like, oh crap.
Where's the quad? I know where the quad is, but what could he have done to it? He doesn't use those.
I used to hurt mine if I didn't like kick a football or soccer ball for a while, and then I full speed did one. I'd be like, oh,
like just tossing
crikey.
Long toss right away.
So like maybe he was trying to reenact the Paul O'Neill kick and he hurt his quad or something. But yeah, that one's a little more up in the air, and the Yankees medical staff has lost trust with DJ because he tried to play through an injury so much last year.
Maybe.
I think confirmed.
That's a tough thing to say.
It's honest.
Honest, yeah. He went to 3 doctors. They didn't even know where it was.
Right, but I guess it's partially on the Yankees because it's like exit velo numbers were so down and stuff that.
Well, Voit played through foot stuff, so maybe they were just like, everyone can play through it. It's just foot stuff.
Foot stuff. Footy stuff.
You want to burn game 1, get into it?
I can do that, Jim. And what you should do.
Drink this water?
You drink a little water, and I'm going to tell the people to get their light box on. And you're saying, Jake, I'm not sure what that is. And I'll tell you what they're trying to tell you.
I know what it is.
Mother's Day is coming. Don't be a sad sap that gets your mom the same thing every year. Same flowers, same lot of nothing. You need to level up. The kids are all about that.
We can see our YouTube and our podcast analytics.
Yeah.
And majority of our listeners are dumb men who are horrible at buying presents. Confirmed. Not anymore. We'll see a huge turnaround in that number.
First part. You can put an asterisk. They make lab-grown diamonds, which, with their pricing, you'll understand. Sparkly studs, brilliant necklaces, make her jaw drop. Whether it's mom, a spouse, whoever it is, skip the socks, literally. Use code TalkinYanks10, 10% off your purchase. Shop Lightbox lab-grown diamonds. Use code TalkinYanks10 for 10% off your purchase. There's a link in the description. And Lightbox is with us, and they're trying to save your Mother's Day. So go check them out and save 10% with Talkin' Yanks 10.
Make your mom like you.
Finally.
Game 1. Yankees head to Cleveland to take on Bieber and the Guardians. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Powerful. Game 1, a best of 3 in Believeland. First time back since the ALDS. Domingo on Lunas. Herman twirls it for New York, while Cleveland would try to corner a win with their Bieber on the mound. Gleyber double, Judge walk, Rizzo single, GG's as 2-run double from Stanton. No out, second and third, 2-0 in the first. Hey, it'd stay that way, but Yanks rally again in the second. Hey, no dice, and the guards would chip away. I'm not going to call him Dad. Brennan huffs a sac fly. Zanino, the Pinta, the Santa Maria, RBI double for Big Mike. Domingo, go take a walk. He issues 5 of his own, and then Naylor rocks the baby to sleep with a sac fly. It's 3-2 guards. And that'd be your final. Ew, didn't like this loss. Talked it over with Boone. Bye.
Bye. I liked what you said where you talked about Domingo walking a lot of people.
Go take a walk. It's a powerful line.
It is, because it's nice.
Because nothing matches it.
Well, it's also like, it's double infuriating.
Right.
Not only do I not want to talk to you, you need to like get.
You got to reset.
You got to reset. Go take a walk.
5 walks, no Ks from Domingo.
If I said that to my wife, I think I'd. I think I'd get something thrown at me, maybe.
Yeah.
That's so mean. I just thought about saying it to you or a friend, and it's funny. And then I thought about saying it to Katie, and I got scared.
Yeah. You got
not that she's abusive.
You got to go take the walk.
But like, what a terrible thing to say to a.
You have to self-assign a walk at that point.
I'm actually a big take a walker when I get frustrated because I don't like being frustrated. So I'll go
good.
I'll go just leave.
Yeah.
And she hates that.
Right.
She hates that. She's like, I want to talk it through.
Jim, we head into this series. The Yankees have won every series up until this point. And bada bing, bada boom, 6:10 start sneaks up on you. I'm in the office telling the lads I'm about to leave. I'm excited to watch a nice 7 p.m. game. They laughed. It was literally about to start on the screen in the office. But it was a beautiful start. The boys are bopping. Bieber can't get us out. We own them. 2-0. We're about to put up a 4 or a 6. Same thing the next inning, Jim. IKF thrown out at third. We hate that. Really hate that with Judge up. That it sits at 2-0, and if you watch enough baseball games, Bieber settles in. Guard dogs get a little bit of hope. And, Hermondon would have it. The Brewer-Hamilton connection, your favorite connection on the team. They did.
Colton and Ian, two guys. Yeah, they sit next to each other on the bus, and everyone knows why, and they know why. But they're just like, we don't like each other. Well, we don't know. They just don't know if they need to give it a shot.
They are so nervous to have a real conversation because they so need each other right now to be on the team.
I'm such a piece of shit.
That they're just like, hey, man, how are you? Good.
I'm such a trash bag that I no.
All right.
I'll move on. Can you remind me to say my thing at the end of the episode that...
You going to remember it? You're sure?
It's the end of the episode thing.
Right, I meant for you. I don't want you to hit the end of the episode and be like,
no,
maybe
I'm
if
asking
you forget
BBD.
it, that's okay.
I'm asking BBD.
Okay.
I just want to say it, but I got to get over it, I got to be a new me this year.
Okay.
A lot of people are tweeting and texting like, I can't believe we did this every game with IKF last year. And it's almost like, yeah, you're finally seeing it.
Yeah.
It's real hard to watch. He makes bonehead plays on the base paths every time, dude. He's just he's a crazy watch. I've never seen someone try harder, and you're just like, Doc, chill. All right, anyway, let's get into this game stunk. We talked about it with Boone. Don't get thrown out when you're in scoring position and Judge is up. That's probably a correction that can be made from this game.
One.
And Colton Brewer was very impressive. Also, they hit the ball really hard off of him. They all found gloves, so it doesn't seem like
including his.
It doesn't seem like a sustainable escape from him, but it was awesome at the time when you thought the Yankees were going to come back and win this, and they didn't.
Little Houdini to Hamilton. Yeah, I mean, this was, we talked about it with Boone, and that's the funny thing with the midweek. You remember that we often catch the first game of series, so I don't think we need to dive.
Let's go to game 2, because it was fun.
Game 2, a little more fun.
Do you want me to do the deep voice intro again?
Whatever you want, man.
Here's Jake. Whatever I want.
Rookie Hunter Gaddis would hope to shoot down the Yanks while Garrett would try to dole out his own colonoscopies. Cleveland would jump out 2-0, but the rest of their day was buns. Yanks put up the next 11, and congrats to Millie Bobby Brown on her engagement. Trevi, RBI single. Willie Jim Calhoun, Huskies a single. Cabrera sack fly. It's underrated. I'm Joe's. French Montana stays scheming. Home run. Rizzo, Gleyber, Judge, Calhoun again. Pitching goes Cole for 7 innings. Pitch 2 earned run to no runs Albert. Yanks win a rout. 11-2 final.
11-2 final. I mean, the Millie Bobby Brown thing, I didn't hear much you said after that because that's messed up.
What? She found her one and only someone, and they're engaging in the rest of their life together.
Isn't she a teenager?
I think she's 19.
She's 19.
Don't take back your congratulations.
What?
Why?
Some parts of the
Looks
country.
Looks like turned 19 less than 2 months ago.
That's encouraged.
So. How old's the guy? She turned 19 less than 2 months ago?
73.
How old's the guy? This could be dangerous.
No, I think he's a young boy. They're doing like we're young and in love.
20.
Oh, my God. Good for them. You know that scene from Parks and Rec?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
But I only half mean it.
I know.
Okay.
I mean, everyone's like, but
you're a celebrity. Cool. Good job. Good game. This game was fun. This game was, I had to take out the garbage, and I spent the 6th through 8th innings of this game installing a new car seat. Just the game was in my phone, and I was in a dark driveway.
Right.
Out and just trying to install his car seat. It took forever, man.
Yeah.
They're kind of crazy. And then finally, after 2 hours, I give up and I watch the YouTube video of how to install this car seat. And it's and I do it in 30 seconds after that. I'm like, man.
It's tough.
I should have watched that video sooner. Clark's so happy in his post-game press conferences. Sorry, it's on TV right now. And it's kind of a little very happy every post-game. Very happy.
Yeah, I mean, son of a Marine. He, first time the team's won after he's pitched. Team that has 4 losses. So, all black outfit, interesting choice, and his best start of the year. So, a lot of ways to skin a cat. In this game, it was Volpe's first off day.
And Oswaldo plays short.
And by the way, he looks like a pretty good shortstop.
He does.
He's his hyper confidence plays very well at the position.
He is very good at doing what I call the vacuum cleaner motion, where you run with the back of your hand kind of on the dirt to keep your hand down on a grounder, and then as soon as it hits you, then you just come up.
Vacuum grab it.
Yeah, he's very good at that. Really smooth. He had a ball. I think he was running towards second, running over today, and that was yesterday. I don't know. It was yesterday. It was short, and he was very smooth. You forget. They need to put him in the infield a little more because you forget how smooth he is.
He's good at every position.
Did it again today.
And this was a lefty stack lineup from our Yankees that if you listen to the Boone interview, you knew was coming, which was half exciting, half scary. Jim, I know you ended up getting your own impression of Hunter Gaddis.
And I gave the scouting report.
So we get a lot of credit for this win. But yeah, I mean, Rizzo, everyone joined the party. Everyone had a hit. Every starter had a hit. So that's a good sign. 13 hits on the day, 11 runs. Franchi bomb, which is just like an every game thing now.
And I did find it interesting that when Gaddis was in the first inning, they don't do much,
Right.
And we got DJ with a 6-pitch at bat. Sure, he walked. And then he had a 5-pitch at bat. And I was like, Boone, I told you.
Right.
Tell the guys to swing early. Second inning, first pitch swinging, second pitch in play, second pitch in play, third pitch in play, fourth pitch in play. And then they just attacked. DJ next time up, first pitch, double.
They need to see him the first time. So they were getting prepped for that second rally.
They saw him and they're like, ooh, we should just hit this guy.
Yeah.
And I thought Cabrera with the sac fly with the bases loaded when the game was early was big because Cole got in trouble early. Or Gleyber kind of bobbled that one ball. Or didn't get to it. I don't know how I feel about that one. Gleyber made a nice play later in the first inning, but 2 runs were scored. So they're down.
They're down. Cole, Cleveland. But, yeah, credit to him. He bounces back the next inning outside of a walk to Big Z. A lot of contact on this day from Cole, Jim, but, hey, that's fine. And with the Yankees making it an 8-2 game, in the 4th inning, 6-2 in the 3rd, hey, yeah, throw it over the plate, and if you get into trouble, then dig deep for the nasty stuff. Little bit of an old school 1 type performance from Cole on a day when a lot of Yankee fans were freaking out after the first inning, a loss.
Yeah.
Cole gives up 2.
And it was a lot of hard ground outs to first or second from the Guardians, I felt like. Gleyber got some shots. I think Rizzo had some at first.
They have so many lefties. Juan Jimenez, Naylor, lefties. Ramirez, Bell, switch. Brennan is a lefty. Saw a lot of him this series. I think that's a side effect of that.
Yeah. Good job by Cole. And then Abreu comes in, does his thing where he's cockroaching so hard these days.
He's like trying to leave the cockroach world.
But an outing where you kind of had the good bullpen available, but with the rookie pitching for them, Cole pitching, it's very nice that this was the formula of the win. It's perfect. Cole goes 7, other guy goes 2. Abreu is his name.
Nailed it.
I knew it.
You had it the whole time, which was big. Yeah, and it leads into some questions that maybe will be talked about more at the end of the episode, but right now the Yankees don't have a starter for tomorrow. And with Clarke pitching today, they knew that they would need as much of a bullpen for today's game, which they ended up exhausting pretty much everyone except Jimmy Cordero was
They
ready.
go with the A team. I think what we saw in Game 3, and we can burn it and then let's burn it first.
You want to burn it, and then we'll talk about your A team?
The A team.
You ever watch that movie?
No, it's an action movie, right? Not much.
Well, there's like an old school thing that people love that then they came out with a new one. I think it was Bradley Cooper. I think Mr. T was back in it. I forget who
good
else.
for him.
I saw it and was like, all right.
Game 3.
Another series, another rubber match as Clarke hopes to not Schmidt his pants on the batting field versus rookie pitcher Peyton for the Guardians. Bottom 1, sliding catch by Aaron Hicks stops the review, and it bops out 2 Guardian runs in the first, and then make it 3 Rosario to the barrio. It's 3-0 after 3, with the Yankees have a rally in their bones. Higashioka, the single stroker. Been there, buddy. Top of the wall. Ump gets domed up on the relay. It's 3-2. I don't know, Lloyd. The Franch are assholes. Cordero hits his 4th homer of the year. Like a good night out. We're tied up at 3. 9th inning. Is he on the right field wall? You just found Waldo. RBI single. 4-3 Yanks. Schmidt to King and the Greasers. Ron, Wandy, and Clay. Bombers can't lose a series if they wanted to. Let's go, Yanks!
Nice burn. Grade A burn.
Jump.
When you said single stroker and been there, what did you mean?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You're young.
Dumb and Dumber drop.
Yeah.
Because I was going to do Dumb and Dumber themed awards.
Really?
So that adds up.
Okay.
I guess I can't give out the French are assholes now award.
Good.
No. It would be
Won't
a little.
stop you.
It would be in bad
The
taste.
way you're currently teeing it up feels like you might even do it more now.
More now?
Michael Scott, when he dates Pam's mom, and he says, I'm going to date her even harder. That's like burned into my brain. So, Jim, you were talking about the A pen. There's a lot of stuff in this game. What do you got?
You want your A bullpen for the rubber match. That's why it was important in Game 2 for just Cole and Abreu to share the bump. And you have what I believe is the A team right now. Marinaccio to King to Wandy to Clay. With Loizaga out, and Canely out and Trevino out, that's the squad, right?
Yeah.
And they get it done.
Yes.
So I'm happy with them there.
Yeah. No, that's Ian Hamilton applying to the A squad, but no. Yeah, in a 6-inning game, normal part of the season, you would love 3 of those 4 would finish out the game or something like that. But yeah, today they strummed the whole thing together. A nice comeback win, another series win. Again, keeping the tide high as we're rolling on.
Tides are high and we're rolling on. And Aaron Boone got real mad.
Yes.
And did you see his post-game press conference?
I did not.
Oh, he was hot. I've never seen him so hot. He was
Still really hot.
Still rolling. It was a first-inning ejection.
Yeah.
They won in the 9th inning. And he said at one point in the middle of explaining to them why he was so mad,
Right.
I think Cuddy asked, at that point, do you just need to get ejected? And he looked at me, he's like, no, I was mad. Obviously, you can see I'm still pretty mad about this. Yeah. I've been on the phone with the league since I got ejected, trying to, he's been on the phone calling them.
1-800 the league.
Yeah. And they're telling him they're right. And he's saying, not if you were here. Not if you were here.
Yeah.
He was so hot. It was kind of cool. Like, why are you still mad? They're like, does it help that the team won? He's like, yeah, it does help a little bit. Obviously, that takes a sting out. Like, he's so mad.
Yeah, another, I guess, just asterisk for later this season or whatever. You can't protest games anymore. I don't know if you saw James Smythe tweeted out. They added it to the rule book. Just like protesting games doesn't exist anymore.
Good.
It was never real ever.
1978.
Like, you just have that one game a year that you're like, oh, it's
when was the Pine Tar
it's
bat?
under protest.
78, 76? George Brett?
That's like the only time.
Oh, my God. Funny play in my Snakes game. Guy goes to steal, stops, catcher threw it. Nobody covered. So the ball just rolls into center. He gets second base.
It's heads up. Gleyber's going to do that tomorrow.
Gleyber tomorrow. Twins. A-squad bullpen. Some good at-bats late.
Volpe.
Stanton's kind of a freebie, huh?
With DJ and
Yeah.
Gleyber out, Volpe slides up to the leadoff spot, which a lot of people before the struggles were clamoring for him to hit there.
Right.
And then he gets off to the slow start. He has yesterday off. The two other leadoff guys are out. They go, fuck it, let's do it. Sure. He opens the game up with a double. Bomb double that would have been a homer some other places, I think.
Yeah, the Yankees had a few stadium balls today. I was just about to say the Yankees kind of stole this game. Their Guardians had 2 errors, but I think when you put it all in the pot, Yankees had a couple. Judge had one to the wall. Higgies went off the top of the wall. He doesn't end up scoring that one. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna walk myself back from that a little bit.
Okay.
I guess lineup-wise, they kind of...
I mean, they only hit 2 home runs this series, right? Just
Depends.
the Frenchman?
Depends how you label Franchi. Yeah. Franchi with 2. I mean, Stanton hit one that would have went through the wall. Higgies went off the top of the wall. So, yeah, I mean, they were still swinging big, but 11-2 Hunter Gaddis game. Ugh. What else from today? If we didn't really explain it, I guess if you didn't watch what Boone was so angry about is Hicksy slides in, makes a catch of sorts. The umps go to a replay, which is part of the rules now, but a little later than I think Booney would have liked. And
he says after it was on the video board.
Right.
And like the time for both teams. So Boone's complaint is both teams have a challenge. And when there was no challenge, the umpires would huddle together and say, hey, I don't know if I got that right. Did you have a different view?
Yeah.
But I think, and I don't know the right or wrong here, but I think Boone's point is we can challenge it now. You guys don't need to do that. Right. And if you do that, you have to do it right away.
Yeah.
And what happened was they waited and they said, do either of you teams want to challenge this play?
Right.
And they're trying to speed this up to 15 seconds now.
Yeah,
and
Boone was talking about how like all spring was hammered home. They only have 15 seconds to say they're going to review.
And they both said no. So Boone's like, move the game on. But then they showed it on the big board, and then the umps get together, and they're like, hey, did you see what they showed on that big board?
I saw that.
We got it wrong. And then they turned around and said, oh, do you want to challenge, Terry? And Tito was like, yes. Definitely. You didn't see earlier when I said yes?
Yeah.
And Boone said, what did he say? He bailed him out. That's what he said.
Yeah. Yeah, it enters a tricky area for me with replay because the whole point of replay is to get calls right.
And he did say that in his postgame very angrily. They did get it right.
Yeah.
They got the call right on the field. I'm not saying they got it wrong.
Right.
And Larry, I hope he's doing okay. I saw he got hit pretty good.
Yeah.
He handled it great. He should have ejected me. He was very good job by him. I just totally disagree.
He didn't match my anger.
He didn't match my anger. I just totally disagree. It's a really funny post game. Yeah.
And Boone was angry. Larry told him to go for a walk.
Yeah. I hope you get hit in the head later in this game, Larry.
No. We hope Larry's okay. If you missed that, I mentioned it on the Higgy. Higgy drives one, literally top of the wall. As close as you can get to being as close as you can get. And then, yeah, there's a relay play at the plate, and older gentleman umpire is walking, and he just gets popped in the head. Sniper on the roof. Goes down, taken off the field. So, hey.
He was like, I'm good. I can stay. And they're like, nah.
No, man. You
get hit real hard. I did? Where? Right in your head.
Right in the head.
Right in the head.
So then, yeah.
God, I'm sort of too old. I don't know if I have to start like a new campaign. Like once my take paper out of baseball is a success, which it's on its way, me and Rod Carew, I might say get the elderly out of the game.
Yeah.
Like I might like, you know.
Erica said it's her favorite take of yours is get the old umps out of here. They're old.
Some of them are too old.
There was a lot of commentary, and it's probably okay that we weren't live for it, but, you know, that guy is grandfather age for some people. And they were, like, saying, imagine if your grandfather got punched in the head, and I would hate that.
You'd be like,
I would hate
Grandpa,
that.
you're too old to be doing this.
Shouldn't be doing that.
Read books.
A Squad didn't give up any hits, Jim. 2 walks from Ron and Clay. No hits.
Only one hard hit ball, too. The one, I forget, was it the error? I don't know. Jose Ramirez would have hit a home run at Yankee Stadium, and so would have Franchi. It also was a home run off of Gaddis. He had 2, actually. I don't have from today.
Okay.
All right, they might be able to get those, though. Anything else from today? I think that's kind of it.
Yeah, that the Stanton speed / throwing error ball goes into the dugout was massive. And then, I mean, really, Oswaldo Cabrera. That's big time.
He owns Cleveland.
I think that's I think early on we've seen with Oswaldo, if you have pitchers with big variance in speed, that can be problematic for him. But I guess Class A, a guy that throws a lot of the same pitch, maybe that played all right into his hands.
I think Judge off of Karinchak, that went an estimated.
I think that's gone at the stadium.
Yeah. They don't have it. But I think that's gone at the stadium. Judge might have had 2 in this game, which his numbers aren't great, but off of Battenfield, I can't do like the spray chart overlay, or I don't have projected distance on these, but I mean, Rizzo might have 2 too, dude.
No, there was some quality swings in this game.
If you look at the spray chart from this game, and Oswaldo has a single, that's definitely a homer at the stadium. And Higgy had a single, definitely a homer at the stadium. Okay, yeah. If you want me to throw it, toss it around. Only the one that's like incredibly far was Franchi's homer, but there's a lot there on that wall.
Yeah.
And I'm not complaining here.
Right.
I'm just showing they hit the ball well. Like, it does kind of change my opinion on Judge's series. The numbers weren't great, but he did smoke some balls.
Sure did.
All right, let's move on to the second half of the show, which we refer to as second half of the show. The first thing we give out on second half of the show is...
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
James, and it's brought to you by Manscaped. If you haven't heard, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, they beat me out for the second year in a row, are traveling north of your South Pole with their revolutionary Beard Hedger Pro Kit. And now they've also launched the brand-new Weed Whacker 2.0 for those nose and ear trim hairs. Ooh. Get rid of them, fellas. Nobody likes it. There's probably like 1 or 2 people around the world. But your person probably doesn't like it. And upgrade your toolbox by going to manscaped.com. Code YANKS, 20% off, and oh my God, free shipping. They got 20 hair cutting lengths. They got the beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and back. The Pro Beard Kit also comes with 3 free gifts, a beard brush, comb, and skizzers. Nice. And you know about their Performance Package 4.0, so I won't even tell you about it. But, again, you get 20% off and free shipping with our code YANKS at manscaped.com. Take care of it, fellas.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Why don't you take care of that, fellas? Who's your pride of the Yankees, Jake? Honest question, I want to know.
You ought to know. Jim, I think this one's easy for me.
Aren't they all?
I guess I'm a little in shock. But I think I'm going Franchy Cordero.
As the pride?
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude.
Like you said, technically the only 2 homers in this series.
Yeah.
And he hits the big game-tying homer today that notched it up. And, like, Yankee fans are now past the little hump of, like, this will end, and we will be sad at some point, and we'll look back at the Franchy time to, like, hey, baby, Franchy's going for us, and we're digging it. I like the swing. It's very simple. They've commented on that on the broadcast a couple times. And, yeah, I think without the Franchy swing today to tie it up, like you're mentioning, as impressive as those home run fly ball outs were today, they're also demoralizing. It's pretty easy on a getaway day to see those and be like, well, playing at the wrong ballpark today.
Guys, hit it farther. That's
and
what you want to say?
Franchy did. 439.
Yeah.
And it's the same easy swing. So, hey, I'm not yelling Cameron Maben, Gio yet. But the French man, he's putting together a nice little run.
Can I say something to your award?
It's the whole thing.
In sound drop form?
Yeah.
Wrong. No. But kind of right.
But kind of right.
It's kind of right.
But kind of right.
That's the whole thing.
That's the whole thing.
It's not really the wrong part.
Well, wrong. Ew. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of right.
You know, there's just people that deserve it ahead of him.
But, like, that's the part that's wrong.
No, you can find people. I mean, what do you?
He blew out the second game. It was 3-2. His homer makes it 6-2.
I mean, it's a classic tack on homer.
Which is like that goes from this is a game to like, oh, we're gonna win this game, and then he hits the game tying one today. So it's Franchy, Jim.
Okay, good job. Way to go, French man.
Stop with the wrong stuff.
But kind of right.
We just don't need the wrong stuff.
But kind of right.
Kind of right. Who do you have?
It's tough because the 2 guys that didn't play game 3 were like streamlining themselves to pride, you know? But I'm going to go with Oswaldo Cabrera.
It's a good one.
Who comes through against one of the most premier closers in the game and absolutely smokes a ball.
Yeah.
And his numbers in bases loaded situations or I like, you know, late and close. I don't know the full late and close. I know the bases loaded are like really good. Yeah. He's kind of, I think, becoming a little bit of a pressure. Ooh. I like it, which we could use because the guy he replaced that shortstop in the postseason got benched because he couldn't handle the pressure.
Right.
Made an error today in the 9th inning of a tie game or 8th inning of a tie game. Yeah. But Oswaldo, lefty against Clase, that's a real nice homer to see. Because like you're saying, you want to be like, yeah, we came back in the 9th. But it's like, well, they put Stanton to second on a real bad error, like a ground out.
And I don't think have we said that would have been a homer at the stadium. Again, not that.
Yeah, I had it on my list,
but
yeah. No, it's just cool to say stuff like that sometimes. Right. So I'm going Oswaldo Cabrera.
Gives himself the mini Gleyber celebration. Yeah, I mean, that's a huge at bat. What would we be talking about right now?
Won the series.
Would we be in extras? Would that final Clay Holmes inning have ended differently? We don't know, but we don't have to know, Jim. No. And yeah, second base, shortstop, and left field this series. What did he play in game 1? I'll double check.
Double check.
Got into right field at the end of this one.
Yeah, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
He didn't play game 1.
Oh yeah, that's why we
So
talked about
another
Boone.
2-for.
Oh well, he won the series with his
He won the
swing,
series.
and I like that.
It was a great pick. It was the
He's
second
really
best
good
pick of the episode.
Really good in tight games.
Sure.
All right, we have to go to the next one. We have to.
Hates ties.
You Yankee motherfucker.
You're up first.
Yankee MFer?
You're up. You got to do it, man.
No.
You have to. It's part of the show. Franchi had a really bad average. You can give it to him.
Highest OPS. Jim. I will go to the losing game. And I will go Domingo Germán.
Ooh.
5 walks, no strikeouts in 3 innings.
Yeah, I mean, he only gave up 1 earned run.
2 runs, 1 earned, but 87 pitches. And, we currently have 2 guys in our rotation that are weaker links right now. And a 3-inning performance, pretty tough. Pretty tough. And just walks, like, everything we get braggadocious about a Johnny Brito or whoever's attacking the zone. Garrett Cole with the lead. 5 walks, pretty tough. So I don't know. There's been worse MFers. It's the only loss of the series. I will go Domingo Germán.
Oh, okay.
We're in 0. It doesn't feel like a good starting pitcher number.
I thought there was 2 clear-cut only answers here. I
Well,
didn't
that's
have them.
the whole trick of this whole
Yeah.
recap episodes, Jim, that now you're going to have to pick one.
I don't like doing the same guy twice unless I really, really have to,
Yeah.
so I won't go Clarke.
Forget your college days pretty quick.
And I haven't given this guy an MF for this year yet, so I'll go Hicks, man. I mean, and he's
Okay.
still just making me sad a lot.
Hmm.
Like missing 2 of those bloops. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like, come on, man.
Yeah,
You can catch those and we all clap and shit. Like,
right.
I think both of them he should catch. I know they're sliding plays,
Right.
but they're coming in.
And I mean, think of the whirlwind we're in that there's a lot of people saying, like, IKF catches that. Like, the fact we've gotten there is a crazy world.
Yeah. He's just kind of like king frustration right now in
Yeah.
like a lot of different aspects of the game. So I'm going to go Hicks.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're splitting hairs. There's a couple guys all around it, but like you say, I think the end of the day, a couple of guys that you might be deciding between, you end up landing on vibes. And like
Yeah.
we've been saying. Would have been nice to have that catch.
Boone gets to watch the game from the dugout.
What's Clark's day look like? Look a little better?
Maybe. The ball just gets put in play off Clarke like very easily.
Yeah. I doubt he's getting an award. Do you want to talk about Clarke now? Unless you have a good Clarke award.
No, I don't have a Clarke award. I've been using, as the Yankees are winning, I'm trying to use my awards as positive
Right.
these
Same.
days. And I don't have a Clarke award. It's not that much of a different conversation.
No. Yeah, I mean, I'm not giving him flowers after the start, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of their top 7 today are lefties or switch. Hey, it's a little, what do you call it? Poopery on poop?
Perfume on shit or something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, it's nowhere near a stepping stone or anything like that, but I told Joe's before the start, 4 innings pitch was my minimum. He got that. So, I don't know. Lefty's still not looking great.
No. Unless some righties were getting him this game more than before. It's just the ball got put in play a lot. He didn't throw the cutter that much for as many lefties as you would think. It was his 4th most thrown pitch. He didn't generate like any swings and misses. So out of 37 swings. Only 4 were swings and misses.
What was Herman if he got it close?
I'll see, but Herman didn't give up that many hits. It was walks.
Right, 5 walks. And yeah, I guess, the Guardians, so we used to do this at the end of the series. Usually you see a team and we used to comment on them. I mean, they're not a strikeout club. I mean, Garrett only had 3 strikeouts, right?
Herman had a 23% whiff percentage, and Clarke had an 11.
Okay.
Herman had 4 on the curve, 3 on the fastball, 2 on the changeup. Clarke had 3 on the curve, 1 on the sinker, none on the sweeper, which is a swing and miss pitch, and none on the cutter.
He's got to start throwing the changeup more. He throws it at like 4%.
He threw 3 changeups today.
I don't think it's been hit this year. And that's usually a lefty neutralizer, so I wonder what the combos are.
Yeah, the
there.
peripherals still don't look like great on this stuff, but 14 balls in play for Clarke, 12 for Domingo, but Clarke did 4, so that adds up. That's probably the same rate of it. But yeah, I mean, this doesn't. We just stayed in we didn't go up or down on like the meter for Clarke for me, which is kind of a step in the right direction.
Yeah, no, the meter was going down.
It was going down, and this kind of went, all right, like it's not up, but at all, but it's like
maybe
I didn't change. I didn't get worse.
Yeah, maybe it goes flat before it goes up, hopefully.
Sometimes
That's
you
how
have
life
to.
Works.
Yeah. All right, you want to get to awards?
Who's his next start going to be against? Twins and then Halos. Okay. Monday off day. Yeah, I could do that.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, because it is what comes next.
And awards are brought to you by Athletic Greens Gym AG1. All great athletes have one thing in common. They take care of their bodies. That makes sense. Makes sense. And all that starts with optimizing whole body health. AG1 is great for recovery before a workout or after if you need a little boosty boost. It's more than just a greens powder. It's your key health products all in one. Set yourself up for success with 75 high-quality ingredients that give you key daily nutrients and long-term gut health. Oh! If a comprehensive solution is what you need from your supplement routine, then Athletic Greens has given you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/Yanks. That's athleticgreens.com/Yanks. Nice little deal for you there. And we put links in the description.
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to drive this home for people. So go check out the links in the description. Yeah. Thanks, Athletic Greens.
You ready? You got a good one? What's your theme?
Jim, I'm going with the Jacket Over Water award.
Jacket over water.
Jacket over water.
Like a wetsuit, maybe.
Maybe.
Like you already got wet, and then you're wearing a jacket, so it's useless. Jacket over water. So wearing a jacket over sign greater than getting wet.
Okay.
So you like raincoats.
Okay.
Jacket over water. So you're going to go with Rizzo.
I might have to change my award.
Okay, because I didn't get it, and I was just talking.
There's a stat that I think was wrong in the stat sheet that was throwing me off. Stanton didn't have 4 sacrifice flies this series, did he?
It'd be a lot.
That would have been a ton. And I just went through, I didn't see any, but I wanted to comment on that because that would have been absurd. And it was going to be about putting your jacket over the water so the lady could walk over the puddle. That's one of my favorite things. We need to start bringing that back as a society.
Almost one of the dumber, like...
It's ridiculous.
I don't know if that ever happened. But in movies, they did it. But what your jacket was then wet.
Soaked. Your jacket was toast.
Are you ditching the jacket forever?
If you're that woman,
then you're just carrying that jacket.
Pick that jacket up, dumbass.
I have shoes on.
Just step on your jacket? So you're not giving the jacket over water award?
I still will. It's just not going to be related to it at all, but it's something I like in life.
Okay, and?
It'll be hard for Jimmy to guess.
Yeah. That's the game sometimes. Yeah.
Higgy.
Good guess. Good guess. I'll go to Albert Abreu.
What does that mean?
Jim.
Sounds like it might have been Higgy and you just pivoted to fuck me.
He's got a perfect season going so far.
Okay.
And it deserves to be talked about at this point.
Great.
4 games, 7 innings pitched. He's not part of the A squad. He's trying to get rid of being a cockroach. What was that noise?
No problem.
And yeah, all of his appearances except for 1 have been 2-inning performances this year. So a bullpen that's needed a little bit of length, no true long reliever. Albert Abreu this year has been a 2-inning guy, clean for the Yankees so far. And like you're saying, that teed up today's bullpen victory. So I'm happy for Albert. And the Yankees, they're feeling good because they love Albert Abreu.
I think Albert should be what they wanted Chad to be last year, which is the Cole piggyback. Like, I like this.
I mean, who was finishing? Clarke last year was just finishing games, like 3-inning finishing games.
Yeah.
I don't think Albert has that, but if he could be our 2-inning slop game finisher, like Albert, hell yo, put that jacket in the water.
Yeah. Okay, hold up. There's a puddle up there. Wait, no, don't walk around it.
Ow,
Step
no.
on my jacket.
No lady should walk through a puddle. Why don't I put my expensive jacket in it?
This puddle's jacket length. Can't step over that.
Even when you step on the jacket, doesn't the water go over it?
Well, I think there's
It's
little
gonna still
puddles.
get wet.
I don't know.
LPs only.
Yeah.
You're pretty happy with where Albert's at.
I love a good cockroach.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I like when the Yankees have them, and then they do great. Ow!
Check one thing.
Check one thing. He's checking one thing. Checking one thing. Checking one thing.
His baseball savant looks good if you're into that, but whatever. It's early reliever innings.
Dude, I got to be honest.
Yeah.
Awards for the series are a little weird.
Yes, dude. That's where I was.
Albert Abreu just got one.
I was pretty hype when I saw the 4 sacrifice flies for Stanton that didn't happen because I was like, wow, there's an award.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, these are games that started an hour too early in Cleveland.
Dude, I didn't respond to this when you said it, but I wanted to, but you were rolling, and then when it changed. The 6:10 starts. I've gotten to a point where I just know I'm watching the game at night, so I don't check to see what time they're being played. Like,
Right.
and they have snuck up on me every time. I get home for dinner at like 6:20.
Yeah.
And then I turn the TV on, and I'm like, oh, I should have turned it on my phone on the commute.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was listening to the new Boy Genius record, crying. Actually, I've been listening to John Lennon's Jukebox playlist lately. It's really good. I've been screaming it from the rooftops.
I'm 2 weeks in, and I don't feel like I've had a normal Yankee watch yet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
The
one that I was set up for was the Amazon game.
The Saturday,
Yeah, Amazon's
the
been
Saturday
normally
game
normals.
that they lost against Philly.
I was at that game.
Giants would be they played Philly during the week, so
Or no,
Giants.
I was
they
at
lost on
Giants.
Saturday.
The 4-1 Philly loss.
The loss against Philly, where it's like, whatever.
Right.
That was the most normal Saturday day game watch for me.
Okay.
But I need 7
That was
o'clock.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I got to eat dinner with Katie and James, and then the game's at 7. The 6
Right.
o'clock, that's when I eat dinner and I put them to bed and we do a bath time. Like, I've been watching all these games on my phone in the background of doing, like, my dad duties.
Yeah.
So that leads to my award, which
Yes.
is the, oh, look, Frost Award.
Oh, look, Frost.
I like when you have a nice sound effect day.
Well, we're doing Dumb and Dumber themed.
Right.
Remember to stay away from religion.
Frost, you're not supposed to lick it, Jim.
Don't overthink it.
Okay. It is going to... It's going to IKF.
No, I said I'd give positive awards out.
Right. You know, give him a little pat on the butt.
No, I'm not doing that.
Got his first hit this series, right?
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm blacked out. Not going to him.
2-game hit streak. Okay.
I'm going to another man that's also a Yankee. Any guesses?
Oh, no, I'm out.
You stopped guessing?
I'm out.
Bad job by you.
I'm worried if I guess again, I could reveal who I may want to give an award to.
Oh.
Because it's a tough award.
Let's do one more guess. Let's do one more guess. Maybe throw out another one.
No chance.
Beebs, you got a guess of who Jake might want to guess?
Don't guess, David.
I'm going to Rizzo.
Fuck!
Should have guessed it, dude. You would have got points in the ledger.
Damn it.
Because he got hit by a pitch.
That's why I was going to give him an award.
Yeah.
That's like the only award-worthy thing on
Oh,
here.
look. Frost. That means he's going to be going on a tear. That's when he's feeling good at the plate. He gets hit. And speaking of, his last couple games, 2 hits, 1 hit, 2 hits. And today did he get a hit or did he just rock balls?
Excuse me?
No hits today, but he hit him so hard. He's been hitting the ball really hard. He made a nice play, like a normal first base play where you feel it, you throw it to second base. He's totally erased my, I don't have to evaluate the first base play, which for Bird and Void and Carter going way back, and we've had a lot of, Headley playing there, we've had a lot of, whew.
Guys, we got to
Was that good? Even when Voigt made great plays, it was still that underhand crazy throw. It's kind of a blank, safe spot in Yankees play is Rizzo at first for me.
Yeah, I was going to do, he got hit by a pitch.
I did it already.
He, that's when he was in our office, he told us.
Jake, I already did it.
When he's getting hit by pitches.
Oh, look, Frost.
He's seeing the ball well.
You want to lick him. Oh,
he
look,
likes that.
Frost.
I want to lick him.
So that's my award, Dumb and Dumber themed. I have another one lined up, but
Yeah.
it sounds like you got to scramble.
No, I've got my award.
Oh.
It's the Bell of the Ball award.
From Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Nice. And you are giving the Bell of the Ball
You've got this one.
award
Come on.
to Wandy Peralta.
Oh,
Relievers only for you.
Jimbo. Wandy. No. It's going to Anthony Volpe.
The Bell of the Ball.
Because, Jim, he's going to be the Bell of the Ball this weekend because he's going to hit his first home run at Yankee Stadium.
Wow. So you're giving
saw-
this award for next series.
We saw a couple wall balls. We saw a wall ball in this series and a wall ball in Camden.
You feel like
Camden.
a kid that didn't love playing wall ball, even though you should.
There's just other ball games.
Yeah.
There's just other games you can
You
play
should
with balls.
love it.
There's other games
But
you
it
can play
seemed-
with balls.
But
You
wall
were
ball's
kinda
one of
made
the
for
wall
it.
ball's one of the best, and I don't know why you're
There's
not
other
in
ball
that.
games. Hey, we're going to do this. Why don't we play other ball games?
Wall ball's maybe one of the
Love
more
wall ball.
fun ball games you can play.
He goes off the progressive field wall and left. He went off the Camden wall and right. So he is prepared to be the bell of the ball as we go to Yankee Stadium and he hits his first home run this weekend.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
A future award.
I
There's
mean,
a
you
lot
have
from
to
this. There's a lot from this
dude.
series. A lot from the series to talk about and get into.
Series
and
is over.
man,
6 p.m.
they stink, those games. I don't like them at all. All right, my final award
Game 2 was over by 7 p.m.
is Put Out the Vibe award. Game 2, I started installing a car seat for the whole second half of the show.
Famously, in that movie, they say, I'm going to hang by the barn, put out the vibe. He's nervous to go talk to Mary Swanson. So he sends Lloyd over there. Lloyd gets sucked into a fantastic conversation and ends up getting a first date with Mary.
Hang by the bar. Put out the vibe.
I'll go with Gleyber Torres.
Wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
You didn't just change it right now?
I didn't change it.
Because I think you did, because he had a nice series, but he sat on the bench today, and he was just hanging by the bench, putting out the vibe.
Who put out the biggest vibe this series? And be honest with yourself. Who did you look at and you watched and you were like, whoa, what's that about? I like that.
Franchi.
No. Close, though. Willie Calhoun. This dude's a meatball.
Yeah.
This dude looks like the kid in Hook who takes over for Pan. Thudbutt is the character's
Bleep
name.
that.
That's the character's name.
Bleep that.
I mean, he's a vibe.
Bleep that.
The Yankees have needed a short, stocky guy for a while. Like, I want my Alejandro Kirk.
5'6", 200. Ask Boone.
Yeah. Boone said it was honest.
Boone said it was honest.
Yeah.
And by the way, kind of looks like it. I had a sophomore year of high school. I think I was 5'4", 200 for a little bit, and it didn't look too much different than that.
You might have more muscle.
I had a thick.
You had curly hair.
It was a tough look.
You had curly hair,
I had some curls.
and that helped you out.
No.
Widens.
Definitely not. But
And I don't think
Ma.
he's. I don't think he,
we were eating pasta 5 nights a week.
it's crazy when you move away. And now my mom's still like, you go over there, you have 4 different types of pasta. I'm like, what are we doing? That's way too much pasta. But I love it. It's so good. I got stuffed shells the other day. Stuffed shells can be so good sometimes.
I had stuffed shells every meal Saturday, 3 meals.
That's just a side. It's just like having mashed
It
potatoes.
was like a
on the plate.
requirement.
Tossed
Yeah.
in.
But they can be really good. And Willie Calhoun kind of is like a stuffed shell. And that's why he's getting the I'm going to go hang by the bar, put out the vibe award. Because I don't think he's going to be around for a while. But I like the vibe he put out while he was here.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and we'll see if any of these other injuries are more significant. But, yeah, I mean, Willie Calhoun, position-wise, major league to survive, they threw him out in left field to try to give him a position. The numbers were pretty bad there, and Yankees, we know the deal with left field. So he's going to be like a DH-only guy, which is really tough with Stanton on the team, although he's been playing outfield. But to stick around the whole season as a DH-only lefty.
Maybe some Yankee Stadium.
He can go
right
back
feels
down, though,
bad.
right? And he can accept and...
He could accept an assignment. He probably doesn't and then would if he needed to. Who's the next position player back? Bader?
Yeah. I don't know. We don't know about Donaldson.
Update? Yeah.
Yeah, there's no timeline in place there. You say your trash bag thing?
I did. I said...
I was wondering if that was it.
It's a little bit of a hostage effect. I've been using this about the Bronx Office and the movie Room with Brie Larson. About the kidnapped. She gets kidnapped and raises her kid in a shed in a backyard. And it's their whole entire world. And that's like where they live for 7 years or something like that.
Right.
And it's huge because they're just trapped inside of it. And then later on, they escape, they're free, and they go back to do like crime scene stuff, and they see it. And the little kid's like, is this Room? Like, it's so much smaller. And you see it from like a different perspective where you're not there every day, and you're like, whoa, I can't believe we lived in this for 7 years. I got a text from my dad, who was kind of an IKF defender last year. Like, he would text me and be like, you're too hard on him. And then I saw just tons of tweets from people I know, and like, I can't believe we did this every day.
Yeah.
His at-bats are just tough to watch. And then he had the error, and then he had the base running, and it's just like, I like him in center field. But this was not supposed to be part of the show. Because it's not necessary. But I was just feeling like, yeah, guys. It's like people wash their eyes. Now that they're seeing him on a limited basis, they wash their eyes, and they're like, whoa. And we did this 140 times last year?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of hope and wanting to believe. And now that we're on the other side of the fence. Marwin roll.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate you. If you subscribe to the YouTube, that would mean a lot because we're trying to win a race to 100,000 subscribers, and we're not even on the chart. The people running the race at the company don't even have us on the chart. because the math of it and it doesn't make sense to put us
We're
in
not in the
third,
top
because
5
we're
on the race.
We're like in 8th place. Imagine if everybody that listens to this and doesn't subscribe all subscribes today and we go from 8th place to 4th place.
Be crazy.
And we could.
You'd boil your
If you
shoe and
do
eat
it.
it. Next week, if we are in 4th place, if we get 20,000 subscribers by this day, next week, you'll boil your shoe and eat it.
Yes.
There you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees! Let's go Yankees!
Dude, you look like you're like just arrived after Pearl Harbor from like a vacation. You're like, I will serve. Where do I sign up? You're like on vacation at the bar and you tucked in your shirt and ran to the